everyone, and welcome to Zeepkist Cup of the Day. For those of you who don't know how this works, we get 10 minutes to practice a map we have never seen before, after which there will be 2-minute elimination rounds where the slowest players get eliminated. This week we have a map by MetalCJ. It is green, so I'm already liking it. Northern Lights. It's a nice theme for a map. This feels like one of my Cup of the Day maps. Okay, a lot of these little wall ride jumps. Oh, yeah, this was a terrible setup for that turn. It's a lot of, like, back and forth. Kind of an interesting map. So probably air brake to keep the jump, like the angle of your cart in the air on these sort of wall ride jumps. Or no, wall ride jumps are not usually something I'm particularly good with. Probable inner. Oh, that one you can't enter though, because that checkpoint is not gonna reach you. Almost jumped over that 7th checkpoint. I saw YOLO already trying to enter wall ride. I feel like there might be some inners here, but for the most part, they're not on the line. It's not a good line to hit these inners. Ooh, maybe a little fan trick there. Oh, definitely a fan trick there. You can stay in the fan longer and pick up some more speed. Possible inner there if you're crazy. Oh, okay, so the inner does kind of set you up on a bad line. Maybe that works though. There's a few things to try. It seems like a simple map on like the first playthrough, but there are some theories to try here. I'm apparently in first with that run. Oh, it's because of the fan trick. I bet no one else saw the fan trick yet. I just kind of happened to do it there. So get into the fan early, get out of the fan late, and I'm slower. It was kind of a iffy start though. Can you enter this? It'd be violent, but I don't know, maybe it's possible. Can maybe save some more speed with a wider first turn? I'm not sure. Oh, maybe is there like arms up? Because I know fans affect you more when you're in the air and arms upping. I'm not sure if that actually works in this particular case, though. YOLO is still trying the inner wall ride. Okay, he stopped going for it. Man, that's if you go full inside there, that's actually a lot of speed. It makes it hard to do this rollover. And I cannot replicate the speed I had on my second finish. Okay, set up a little bit wide here. If you're not going for the inner wall ride, you need to be set up a little bit wide just to make that turn. And then I had a pretty bouncy run through here last time. Let's see if I get more speed. A little bit. Oh, and I always seem to jump too high. That was a nice, really low turnaround on the green wall ride-ish piece. I'm gonna need better names for these pieces. Oh, I've done the inner. Oh man, this is actually a tricky rollover right at the beginning. You come into this with so much confidence after a good first turn, and then it just throws you off the track. I am down speed though, which again raises that question of should I go wider in the first turn? I mean, generally in Zeepkist, a wide first turn, or not a wide, but speed conservation in the first turn, that is the spot you're going to want to do it. I want to try jumping. That seems loosely feasible, actually. I don't know if it saved that much time, though, and it would lose speed. I already had so much more speed hitting that checkpoint. Oh, under-jumped a little bit. Oh, Mackey's done the inner. I don't know if he got out of it. Oh, yeah, he did get out of it. Okay, I think I'm kind of slow here, so let's just go for this again. That booster's not very strong, and that jump is very blind. And I think to get a good landing, you would miss some of the booster, which is not ideal. That would make you very slow for the ending. I'm not a huge fan of that inner roll right there. I feel like it sets you up a little bit badly for the next corners. Maybe it doesn't matter though. Alright, 46.6. That puts me in 7th place. And you know what? The top 7 are really good players, so I'm not disappointed by that at all. Let's try this wider start that I keep talking about and haven't actually done. Everybody passes me on the inside. Do I have speed? No. Great. Okay, I have some speed there. Big fan trick. I've lost speed. That intersects. I don't like that. I don't know if Mackie actually got a good time with that inner though, or if it was too rough to actually do well. Also starting to wonder if maybe I shouldn't be trying too hard on that fan trick, because it seems like I'm not getting the speed that I got on my earlier rounds. The inner. Or the inner makes you really fast and even further offline. That's a satisfying first turn. I'm gonna keep this just because I want to practice. Oh, and I'm up speed. And it's gonna be a PB anyway. That's a good reason to keep this run too. Is it better to land super far to the right there? You'd have more speed, but I'm not completely sure you want more speed for that chicane. It's a very tight chicane. Okay, that's one way to go about the ending. Okay, one more run in the warm-up round. Looks like Kern has dipped into the 45s, and I am not getting a better time. Top 8 on the leaderboard are previous Cup of the Day winners, which is pretty crazy. This is certainly a stacked lobby. We've got the top 4 on the all-time spreadsheet, currently in the top 4 positions, slightly different order, but Kern, Cobb, Mackie, Zolik, and Round with the most Cup of the Day wins. Mackie's trying this inner. What if you did the inner and then flipped off of it and landed there, and then somehow made the corner. Sounds like a terrible idea. Let's not do it. Ah, Cody, I'm shaking. Alright, elimination rounds. Oh, Ronan jumped up to 5th at the end of the warm-up round. Nice time. Okay, up speed. Slightly less fan. Still up speed. Okay. Not up as much speed. Oh, and I keep under-jumping that. And if the right side landing is good here, since that might give you more speed, then you would not want to do the inner on that corner. If the speed isn't such a big deal, then you would want to do the inner on the corner prior. Okay, solid first run. I magically found a ton of speed at the last checkpoint. Puts me 3rd place with a personal best. Wow, the inner. The one wheel inner hook is so annoying because it's like you're so close to have done the corner perfectly, but instead you just completely crash. Okay, good run again. Let's jump a little bit higher this time. I was maybe a little bit too high, but it was a much better landing. And that could be pretty solid if I can make this turn, which was awkward. Yeah, I don't know if that was worth it. Probably should have spent this time watching somebody who does actually know what they're doing. That was a terrible ending. Ronan again takes 2nd place, so Ronan has found something for sure, competing with all of the top players. Mackie and Ronan both with a 45.5. Is that like the inner? Maybe that's just the inner. I was on the wrong leaderboard. Yeah, those are the 2 best times we've seen so far. So, yeah, I'm guessing that's the inner wall ride that Mackie and Ronan are doing that's making that difference, which is unfortunate. Very good speed. I think I got a much better line for the wall ride jump that time so that it wasn't so janky in landing. Oh, that was the best landing I've gotten there so far. Okay, pretty solid run, a little bit slow on that rollover. Yeah, I did lose the advantage I had. Still a solid run. Whoa, almost turned way too much and flew off the track. But that'll be a good enough time to get me through and I can watch somebody who's doing crazy things. Someone like Mackie. Let's see, Ronan does not have a time yet. Kind of curious if he's going for crazy stuff. He's kind of past the point he'd be doing crazy stuff though. Mackie again, 45.4. Yeah, he's doing this inner, which is apparently difficult to do. Most people are coming in with a much tighter entry than I am, and it's not working for all of them. Yeah, a few people flying off the track. Alright, so almost everyone, and that is everybody getting a time in the 2nd round. What was it in the 1st round? It was only 3 DNFs, actually only 2 DNFs, because the mapper is one of those. Wow, everybody getting a time, so very finishable map. I do feel like people are getting better at finishing tracks, because we've had some easy maps in the past that have not had a very high finish ratio. But, this map, pretty simple to complete. Even with possible inners and stuff, it seems like people are behaving themselves and getting finishes. That felt a little bit cleaner from me. A little bit wide there. That's probably more speed. We'll kind of see when we come out of this booster. Okay, I'm a little bit down speed on my PB. That was a little bit of a high jump also. Very tempting to go too far to the left on that final corner before CP8. I've clipped there a couple times already. And unfortunately, I might have to start practicing the inner because it seems like it's going to be necessary if we're going to win. I get the feeling everyone's going to be going for that by the end. Oh, okay. Like that. That's how you do it. Am I fast, though? This feels pretty darn slow here. I'm ahead in time and behind in speed. It's very comparable. Winds up being just about the same. It is a PB. I did have a very good start before the inner wall raid, though. So not necessarily a sign of the inner being faster, but I'm sure if I could do the inner well. Mackey's just improved his PB by almost 4/10 of a second. So I take that to mean there is room to do this inner quite fast. Yeah, super fun. A couple DNFs this time. 48.5 is the elimination zone. What am I doing? I'm doing 46s, right? Yeah, that should be fine for a while. That's the one wheel spin again. Is that good? I have a lot of speed, but I didn't really turn into that checkpoint, so I'm not sure if that speed is actually good. And it's not, apparently. Good. A little bit of the wheel hook there. Okay, pretty solid run. I'm consistent. I can very easily do 46.5 like almost every time. The problem is that that's not what the best players are doing, not even close. Specifically with the inner, I guess. I mean, Curran, Quick Racer in the .0s. That's not too far off. Ah! Might as well take time to practice, I guess. Few players without a time right now, including Ronan, who I know is going for that inner. This inner that everybody's going for now on these meaningless runs. Everyone in front of me also did it. And just about everybody gets a time. One DNF here. Still 48s being eliminated. The elimination times have actually gotten worse in the last round. Current Cop did win that round, but if Mackie gets the inner, which it seems like he and Ronan have been the only ones to be going for that consistently. If Mackie gets the inner, it does seem to be so much faster. He probably took a safe run in the last round. Oh, a little bit of a jump there. It's not ideal. I keep setting up way too inside on that chicane, because It doesn't look like a chicane as you approach it, and then it tricks me every single time. Well, again, 46.4. I'm very consistent on this track. Mackie with the 45.2, so clearly hit the inner this time. And yeah, everybody else is in the 46s doing the non-inner line. Do I just practice the inner twice? Maybe I do. If I can get the inner good, I mean, that can make up a lot of time. So probably practice this rather than go for good runs. Oh, that was decent. 95 at the top of the hill. This is pretty slow. Hey, I want to practice this too. Is that feasible? It might be. It's super blind. But I keep looking at that every time we go through the chicane. It's like, ah, that might work. Quick Racer looks like hits the skip. Or not the skip. The inner wall ride. 45.2. I imagine anything well into the 45s is with the inner wall ride. Oh, and I did not give myself time for a second go at it. Zoman probably hit it as well. Ronan, we know, has been going for it. He gets a 45.6. Gotta stop crashing the very first turn. Okay, really good speed there. I'm not going for the inner yet. Oh, I skid out. Okay, this is probably really bad now. Let's go a little bit wider, try to get better setup for the second part of this chicane. Get into that booster a little quicker, maybe. This is pretty average run. Ugh. 46.7, that'll get me through another round. I see no inner wall ride times on the leaderboard yet. At least no clean ones. What a slow start. I think I'm safe there. I am practicing the inner. And I do want to keep looking at that little jump skip. I'd rather get more practice at the inner though. 45.7 from current comp. I'm guessing that's a slow inner wall ride time. Although with current speed, that could just be a really, really good run without it. Oh, there we go. Nice. And oh, you come out of it super cleanly if you've got the wheel hook. That's where the speed comes from. It's such a clean exit if you hold it around the whole corner, which is way easier said than done. Into the 47s now, 47.5 getting eliminated. That's still quite a ways before I'm going to be in danger, I think. I feel pretty good on this map, except for the fact that there's that inner wall ride. I mean, like I said in like the first seconds of this video, this kind of feels like one of my maps, except for all these wall ride jumps. Otherwise, you know, I use the banked corners a lot. I like banked corners. I know how to drive them. Okay, that was a clean chicane. That was a really clean ending, wow. 0.3. New personal best for me, puts me in 3rd place. Round seems to have gotten the inner, and that puts him 7/10 ahead of everybody else. Ouch, that was a harsh landing, but I want inner practice. I don't need a better time. Mackey's right in front of me, maybe I can copy his line. Okay, he messed up the inner, but yeah, it's basically that. 102 at the top of the hill is good. I don't know what it is on a normal run. Ooh, again, you get the first corner so good, it actually makes that rollover super difficult. I got a little bit of airtime there that time as well, and it just makes it so that I don't turn into the second corner. Oh, did Ronan DNF? I believe Ronan did not get the inner. Sends the smiley face in chat. It was bound to happen eventually. Oh, that was way too low. I think going low is better. It seems like when I go high is when I get the really bad landings on this wall ride jump. Oh, that sounded awful though. Ah, never mind. It's amazing, I guess. Don't listen to the landings. Just trust the speed. Okay, that felt clean. 101, so even that 102 that I got is faster than a standard run there. It's so slow around that chicane, sometimes it feels like you must be doing it badly, but that was still really clean. Kind of a bad jump to CP7. Decent ending, it is a personal best. I think I had a little bit of a more direct line to the finish that time, that probably helped. What's the speed? Bad. I don't need to finish the run, I just need practice. I do want to do that chicane jump again, but I keep failing the inner before it. Okay, I've got Zoman, Round, and Mackie right in front of me. So. They all pretty much try to enter the wall ride in the corner. Like, I've been kind of trying to get into it on the straight when you can more easily flip into it. Now see, that's not going to be good. For one, because I crashed. But also I missed the entire first booster. And you do want to get that speed coming off of the booster there. Wow, Kern got shot off the podium that time. Looks like 5 people at least got the inner wall ride this time. So definitely once we get to single elimination rounds, everyone's going to be going for that exclusively. That sounded better. It was about equal to the last one. Ooh, I think I did get some fan trick. You saw I actually kind of pulled away from Jobwood in the air. There's a little bit of fan trick there. And a little bit wide on entry here so that I can get a really clean second part. Which I just hooked a wheel off the track, so it ended up not being that clean. Curran is flying, presumably with the inner wall ride. Yeah, that's a world record, I think. The 0.1? No, Matthew's 0.0 earlier on is still the record. Oh, and I got the little, like, flutter in the air going over that rollover. You can't even see it if you're looking at the car, but I wonder if the indicator on the bottom right, if the tires were blue there, because I certainly didn't have traction like I was on ground. I don't understand why they're like trying to get into the inner wall ride in the turn. It doesn't make sense to me because it feels like Goose is going for this also. Oh, I landed it? Yeah, I'm just down. Well, I'm down a ton of speed because what I did before with the inner. I don't think I would have made that cut at normal speed. Yeah, I'm just gonna say you should probably stop doing that chicane jump. So it looks like Current Cobb was the only one to get the inner this time. Everybody else is in 46s. $16 players in final round of 4 eliminations. Terrible start again. Can't get a good first turn at the beginning of the round. Okay, hooked a wheel on the right side of the track. Okay, crazy start. So fast there, the fan was almost pulling me too much. Lost some speed on landing. Some of that might have been with how I had to set up also. Okay, not the cleanest chicane, but as long as it's fairly quick, not too big of a deal. Okay, super clean ending, I guess, for a personal best. Just enough time to do one more full run. As always, I will be practicing the inner. I say it every round. That sounded awful, but what's the speed? Oh, it is awful, actually. Okay, good to know. My PB split does have a really insane start, though, so remember that. Okay, did not quite get into it there, but I don't know why you wouldn't try to get in early. Quick Racer's trying to get in pretty early. Oh, didn't work, though. Zoman gets in pretty early also. Okay. Maybe my theory is correct. Looks like MetalCJ, the DNF inner got another. And 46-6. So we are going into 2 elimination rounds, but I really do need to be putting in these 0.2s if I want to be safe. Some really strong players behind me also. I don't know. Yeah, actually my PB, which I set in the last round, is only 13th on the GTR leaderboard for personal bests. So I don't know how many of those are people getting the inner though either. Solid start. As I said in the last round, my start is really good on my PB now. A little bit wide there, but that's probably okay. Had a lot more grip that time. I didn't jump, so that should give me a little bit more speed. Oh, that was a nice low line, actually. I don't know why I hadn't been doing that this whole time. I've been going like high and then coming back down to land on the downhill, but actually just stay low there. That felt a lot better. That is a small PB. Oh, that was a way better first turn. First 2 turns. Lost it on that jump, though. Uh, 90 something. I hope I'm fine with this. It's actually only 7th. 46.2 has gotta be safe though, right? Oof, that fan really pulls when you're in the air. Kern getting very close. Kern and Mackie both getting very close to 44 with that inner. Okay, destroyed all my tires. Excellent. Still made it through though. Only 8th place with the 46.2 though, and it's actually 46 ones or faster than that ahead of me. So that is Jawboy and an actual Goose, both of them DNFing. Okay, assuming people don't DNF in this round, I need to be getting pretty fast. Got a little bit less of the fan that is coming out of my speed, unfortunately. But it was a really clean line, which I was not going to get, I think, if the fan pulled me a lot more. Still might be turning a bit too much in the chicane section. That was way too high again. Nice, 45.8 without the inner, by the way. Zoman's got a 44, though. I'm just gonna sit here and be super happy with my little non-cheese time. It's nice. Okay, I'm down a ton of speed. There's another at the start, says Goose. Well, I hope he gets everybody to start going for that inner, and then they all DNF. That's the hope here. 'Cause I don't wanna, I don't wanna go for the other inner. Yeah, again, did not get much of the fan, but there's a better, I think there's a better angle that way. Yeah, the inner sucks though. That was a 0.8 from Mackie. That is 3 people getting 44s suddenly in this round. Personal best, or the world record, I mean, was a 45-0 set. 2 people set it in the last round, and then we got 3 people in the 44s this round, and then a solid second gap back to myself and me. And this is Sandals eliminated with a 46.5 and Sad Doge with another DNF. I wonder how many of these DNFs are people just going all in on the inner. It's so slow. Maybe I just practice the inner here, and if I get it miraculously, then I get a PB and it doesn't matter how bad my start is. Oh, it's way too low. It's very close if I have time for 2 runs. Actually, I probably just don't, because you have to factor in reset times and stuff. Decent start. Who knows what's going to be needed though? Let's just go for it. Oh man, I was in it and then I panicked. I don't know if I was going to stay in it naturally, but I definitely turned too much there. Oh, that felt good. I've lost speed. I have to take this run though because I didn't see the clock in time. Oh, that was a clean line for no inner, though. That was not a clean line from me, so me is not beating me. Ideally, I can pass Panda Main here, which I should be just barely on pace to do. Or kind of a scuffed ending. Okay, I did still beat Panda Main. Me set a poor time as expected. Is Quick Racer going to set a time? Yes, but it's not enough. 46.5 out of Quick Racer. So into the top 6 now. And me, by the way, is the final non-Cup of the Day winner. Everybody else left. Multiple-time Cup of the Day winners, actually. Thank you, Arms Up Airlines, for the beautiful graphic. Oh, that was interesting. What's the speed, actually? Let me see the speed before I reset. Okay. I was like too inside and I just wasn't going to get that rollover from that angle. I lost out on a lot of the fan. I jumped way too far to the left, which is why my speed is very down here. It's not going to be good speed. One person has a time so far. Can't do this first turn. Or actually, the first turn is fine. I love the first turn. The second turn. Oh, that sounded awful. Yeah, why am I down a ton of speed without time to reset now? This is great. I'm kind of under the impression someone's going to DNF, though. So I'm just going to keep it... play it safe. Round is also playing it safe in front of me. Times are coming in. There's a 47. So just, like, don't mess up terribly. Yeah. I beat Round, even. Round, who is playing it equally safe in front of me. Kern Cobb. Ooh, this is tight. I don't think so. Kern Cobb is out. DNF from Kern Cobb, and the 47 from Pandamain makes it through. Unusual DNF from Kern Cobb. 6th place is a pretty bad result by his standards. Who has the world record is Mackie at the moment. Mackie's world record is a whole second faster than my personal best. That's alright. Everybody else will also DNF one by one. That's my hope. Another valid option is everyone DNF at the same time, and then I just win this round. That would be ideal. This is a good start. Got good fan there also. A little bit low, had a tiny bounce. Got that inner, but I don't think that matters too much. Ooh, I am way down in speed. I recovered most of it, though. That might have been kind of a false negative. And somehow I'm in first place. Okay, make that second. Mackie and Pandamain both just going for safe runs the first time, I guess. Or got the inner really badly. I don't have time to reset. That sounded really bad. Yeah, I keep getting stuck with really bad speeds as the time is expiring. Nope. Maybe I should have kept that run, actually. That might have been an improvement. Mackie does... I mean, he doesn't need an improvement, but I think it would be good for him to get one here. He does get an improvement. Pandamain is in photo mode, so I am safe. Round does make it through. Pandamain does get eliminated, this time 46.8. Not going to do it, needed a 0.2. Oh, guess what? It's the round of 4. Who's ready for my 4th place elimination here? Because, you know, I can't do the inner, so everybody else does. Then that's a problem. Round does have a 45.0. The question is, can he get it? Because the last 2 times, I know Round has gone for a safe finish at the end of the round. Decent start. Let's just go for the inner. Okay. Round has also reset at the inner. Oh, that was awful. Okay. Good enough start. I didn't get a ton of fan. Yeah, I'm down speed for that. Do I have time for 2 runs? Not sure. I think that I ran out really wide to the left, maybe with a crazy inner here. And then... no, I'm way down. Okay, good to know. I wish I knew what Round was going to do, because I can beat Round on the normal path, but if he gets a good inner time here. Zoman doesn't have a good time yet either. Oh, this is awful. Well, I got turned away from the inner anyway, but that was a terrible landing. This might beat Zoman. I don't think that was good either. Yes! I did it! The curse is broken! I've beaten Zoman! I'm not fourth! Wow. This is a win. I don't care what happens after this. This is a win. Slow and steady wins the race. Let's see if that keeps up. I think Mackey's pretty consistent with the inner, unfortunately. Round is not, though, so maybe I can get another position without doing the inner at all. It is a green map. That is why I'm doing well, for sure. Oh, never mind. I just get the inner, actually. Not sure how to approach this corner, having gotten the inner. Actually, hardly up on my PB. Ah, 45.8 though. That is a new PB for me, and Round pretty much has to get the inner. Okay, cool. Still messing up that corner. Wow, okay, good start. I guess I didn't have a good start on my last run, which is my new PB, so I'm going to get all these green splits thinking it's going to be amazing, and then it's actually not amazing because I need a good inner now. Never mind, I'm just consistent at the inner now. I'm falling. Is Round getting a good inner? No, he's not. I think that's it. I think I'm in to the finals. Round's going to go for the second inner. I'm pretty sure he just doesn't have the speed, though, if he misses the first inner. Like, actually messes up the first inner like that. He can do 45.8 without the inner wall ride. But he actually tried it and messed it up. 46.8. Okay. Me versus Mackie in the finals. My PB on GTR, by the way, is 9th. I did get within a second of Mackie's time. Alright, let's see here. The finals. Does Slow and Steady actually win the race? That was actually clean, I think. I'm so tempted to take a safe run. What if Mackie messes up the inner? Oh, Mackie's up there, actually. I see him. That was suck. Maybe Mackie messes up the inner twice. I have a banker run. Not good. Not good either. I think this is just one run time. No point screwing around. Okay, solid start. Again, I need to get the inner though. Half decent inner. Not a good inner. Mackie's behind me still. Oh really, I lost that plus speed. It's a shame. Okay. Good time. Oh, Mackie's out! I did it! I did it! It took the green! It took the green map! Slow and steady. It wins the race. Everyone crashed doing the inner. I did it. Woo! Alright, first win in like 70 something cups. Let's go. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see all the stats and results, go see my spreadsheet in the description below. I will see you next time. Bye bye.